Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Willie, and this is the encouraging word for today. Let's talk about something super important. When to separate from someone in your life. But let me start with a caveat, a warning, like a warning sticker on this video. I'm not talking about separating from your spouse, your child, or people you are responsible for. Maybe you need counseling, maybe you need advice, but I'm not talking about that. God does not want us to run away from responsibilities that we have. That's not God's way. But there are people in all of our lives who we need to separate from. And in Genesis 13, what we read yesterday, verse 1, there's a phrase that just jumped off the page at me. It was kind of like a warning sign that something is coming up. This is when Abraham is returning to the land God promised him. It just says this, and Lot went with him. It kind of rang out to me that something is coming up, that there's an issue that God is going to deal with in Abram's life. And there are issues God wants to deal with in your life and in my life, and they involve our relationship with people who it would be better that we separate from. So who do we have to separate from? Let's look at Genesis chapter 13. I'm going to read verse 8 through 9, but I'm going to tell you the story before we get to 8 through 9. Lot was with Abraham, and he also had flocks and herds and tents. He was growing, but the land they came to, when they went back to where God called them to, couldn't support both of them, because they both had a lot of possessions. And there was arguing that rose between Abraham's people and Lot's people. And so it was a stressful time. So this is what it says in Genesis chapter 13, verse 8 and 9. So Abram said to Lot, "Let's not have any quarreling between you and me, or between your herders or mine, for we are close relatives. Is not the whole land before you? Let's part company. If you go to the left, I'll go to the right. If you go to the right, I'll go to the left." You see, Abraham takes the initiative to separate from Lot. He gives Lot a choice, but he's separating from Lot. Abram had grown in possessions, but he had also grown spiritually in his faith through the trials he had been through. Now he was calling on the Lord again. Lot had grown in his possessions, but there's no indication anywhere that Lot ever called on the Lord. And there was friction between them. Yes, there will be friction in your life between you and other people in your life. And it will happen on the issue of your faith, on the issue of your faith. And in our lives, as we grow in our journey of faith, there'll be other people who do not grow with us. They stay where they are. They stay in that same place. They are stuck where they are. Lot was stuck. He never changed. He never, ever changed, as we'll see on Monday. But Abram was changing. He was growing. And if you are listening to this, you are most likely growing and changing. And there are people in your life who are just going to hold you back. There's going to be quarreling over your faith. Yes, we still love them. Yes, we still reach out to them. Abram was Lot's relative. He says, we're relatives. Let's not quarrel. You go here, I'll go there. But so Abram's relationship with Lot continues, but he separates from him. And Abram keeps growing, and Lot never grows. Who are those people in your life who are not growing that you need to separate from in terms of your faith, and have other people around you who can encourage you in your faith and not be a stumbling block to you. I know as I say that there are people listening to me, and you have people who are stumbling blocks in your life, and they are holding you back in your faith. Separate from such people. On Monday, we'll continue the journey of faith and see what Lot chooses. And with the title of my message on Monday will be The Foundation for Making Good Choices. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you then. Take care.